Hey yo, what's up my Toyo heads? Today we will be reviewing one of the most anticipated figures recently just released. This is NIER Automata's 2B action figure by Square Enix and Brain Arts. First we're going to look at the figure and some items that come right out of the box. And stick around at the end. We going to have a special project that we'll announce at the end of the video. So right now we're seeing, just what's inside the first plastic plaster of items. It's usually those. And here we go, some posing for you. Seeing how they can instantly be posed right out of the box. They're very easy to get to use. Let's take a quick look at what's outside and how them looks like from that gray and black. We'll see, we got Yorha symbols, some posing, a lot of instructions, some warnings. Yorha symbol once more, and what was that? Okay, forget that. Alright, let's go. Let's see. Ooh, shiny. Alright, let's open this up, buddy. See, give her a book and she'll read. No problem. Alright, right now I'm gonna put up the stand and so we can get this out of the way, the boring stuff out of the way first. And we're gonna put the pod character. This is 182, pod 182, I think. So let's go there, and there you go. I'm giving her some quick pose for you. Alright, here we go. So as you can see, this is the first tier of parts and toys. Let's put out machine life form, and let me put this bucket over your head. It balances so good, it's so cute. Okay, here we go, 2B. And right here we have the 2B head that has 0 visors on it. We have Virtus Contract, that's her mini sword, or the main sword that she has. I don't think they have the big sword here. So we have 3 pairs of hand, open and grip hands, some pointy hands. These are extra head to put that machine life form head on 2B. And let's take a quick look at, let me move these, and here's the extra head that has the visor on her. Alright, yeah, and let's put you down and let's see what's up. See, right now let's take a quick look at her clothes. You have the materials. There's a mat on her top and her shoulder arms. You can see this the skirt, and we have her leggings, the shiny part of her leggings. That's pretty cool. That's pretty accurate. Her head turns this way, that way, up and down, left and right. Yeah, her chin looks a little pointy over there. Let's check a look at her arms. Arms forward, and let's see. Those puffy things are kind of really in the way, so let's bend this way, bend that way. A little later on, we're going to compare her with another figure, see how well she actually bends and poses against a opposing figure. So let's take a quick look. Okay, so let's take a look at her legs, do some splits. That's a bit much. That's knees bent, ankles together, hands together, or to your side. She stands about 5.5 inches, almost 5.5 inches. Let's take a little buddy over here. Come here. What you got? How tall are you? Can you stand up straight for us? There you go. It's about 3.5 inches. Okay. Changing her head is pretty easy. Just pop it right out and plop the other one. Make sure you don't damage the bottom part. Okay, there you go. Cool. Let's look closely at her dress detail, and you can see really nice Yorha type embroidery in her skirt edge. It looks really cool. And her boots, it's similar, very similar to how she was portrayed in the game. It's some kind of shiny material. That's really cool. And high heels, of course. Let's take a look at her arms, her shoulder. There's that puffy thing there that's really in the way of her movement. Her chest part, the dress part, yeah, it's pretty similar. It's pretty accurate to what she looks like from the game. And you have that pattern on her front and a similar looking pattern on the back. Her head sculpt is really well, and you have that little thing over there. There you go. Let's focus on her head here real quick. You see her hair's like semi-opaque. I'm not really a fan of that opaque thing. Okay. Let's grab that sword and let's try putting the sword in. Oops, there you go. Pop that hand out. Okay, you can stand there and wait. And this sword pops out into 2. There you go. That's lower part, so you just insert it right here. Just a forewarning, the hands are a little fragile, so they're delicate, so you have to be a little bit careful on that. You can see because of that her arm movement is quite limited, but I guess it's good enough for posing. Since it's a brand new item, the arm joints feel a little iffy, so you want to be careful when you're putting on her poses like these and trying to get her to do like a head scratching, relaxing, putting the sword in the back. Okay, let's take a quick look at this machine life form right now. It comes with the set. He has no weapons, no extras, except that he comes with a bucket. The color is semi-rusted metal color. Yeah, this color is pretty cool. Legs, they work well, kick up, and the ankle part bends. So there's like 2 articulation in that leg. That's pretty good for this look of this robot. The arms go all the way back. Whoops, you can totally remove it. They go back very easily. It kind of looks like the old wind-up toys of around like in the 80s or something like that. Arms go 360, a little bit of slanting divots. It's good. And for some reason, this bucket just balances perfectly. And this is those 2. Okay, right now Pod is like totally useless. I wish they just given me the other sword, the Virtuous 3D sword. And well, here's the stand. You can put your sword that way, only that way. So in the game, the sword kind of floats behind her. You have 2 of those handy clicky things to hold your 2B. There you go. I was wondering if they're going to release an who's the other 2 characters? A2 and 9S. I wonder if they will. This one kind of turns around. The hands are a little iffy. It goes forward and back around, and that second joint goes left to right. And you have that thing that looks like the machine gun that's shooting from the game. But yeah, not really happy with this Pod item. It's totally useless in my book. Let's be fair about that, okay? And let's try to put her back. Yes, there you go. Okay, be careful. We don't want to damage your paint or your skin color. So here we go. That's pretty much 2B, Buckethead, and the Pod
Hit like,
character.
subscribe, and leave us a comment. Thank you so much.
Alright, right now let's do some side-by-side comparison of 2B, the figure, and my DX pose figure. Just want to warn you, the DX figure has no clothes on. Well, there you go. We're going to go see some arm movements now and just compare how this one can pose and how 2B actually fares next to it. So we're going to try to bend the elbow first, see how far that one bends in. And then we'll go point it forward straight. There you go. Let's go up. Hands up. Let's take a look. Yeah. That one can go that way. This one's kind of like that. There you go. See how far the DX pose can go. Head up. Just want to look at where her head goes. Oh, there you go. Split her in half. Yes, so I just want to warn you guys. These figures are not super solid. They can fall off. Look down and then look up again. Look down all the way down and look left, right, diagonal down, diagonal up, and as you can see, this one left, right, diagonal down, diagonal up, and we're looking at to see a front kick. And let's see, this one can front kick just like 2B and then a little bit higher. So let's just put them side by side right now. Okay, see how high her kicks is. This one needs more yoga. All right, let's see. Let's bend the knee this time and bend the ankle. What about you? Bend your knee all the way up and bend your ankle, and you have a toe. 2B doesn't have a toe movement. That's okay. And let's see. Okay, now I want you guys to try to see if you can stand you guys up by yourself. Can you stand by yourself? Yes, you can. Both of them can. They have pretty good weight. They're pretty lightweight, almost 5.5 inches. So there's movement in her torso. You can see this pulsability in the torso, left and right, And let's see, 2B, can you do that? Say, a little bit bent, a little bit back, and let's do it sideways. Can you do some? Okay, you can turn, not really on the sideways. Yeah, split. This one can split a little bit. They can actually split better than me. Alright, let's try doing this. Okay, bend both knees and bend your back forward. Put your arms around your leg if you can, and balance. Alright, 2B, can you just try that, please? Knees forward, hands, bend, and sit down like that. Yeah, I don't know why I did this fetal position, but that's my... Alright, summary conclusion. Pod is totally useless. I mean, he's cool looking in the game and all, but he's totally whack as the figure. There's not a lot of articulations. He does appear very accurate to what he looks like from the game, and machine life form is the surprise. He's the dark horse. He's actually why I want to love this figure more and more, this set more and more, because he is actually pretty cool. He has the best articulation out of all three of them, and I think his sculpt and his color is really superb. No questions asked. Just look at that. So much character in a blank face. And yes, I call this one Buckethead. Here's 2B. 2B is super 50-50 for me. Don't get me wrong, I love the figure. But for the very minimal posing that she can do, because of that poofy thing in her shoulder and maybe part of the skirt, we have her face. Her face, we only have two phases, and both of them she looks like she's totally frowning, and yes, she is supposed to be frowning. She's some serious kind of cold android. Her paint sculpt job is superb, no complaints. Her hand need more strength to hold her weapons, and right next to my DX figure, she did not do a lot of good posing. But if I were you, hold on to your horses and probably your PayPal account. She's a great collectible, but not a lot of posing capabilities. And until a more reputable company creates the 2B like Revoltech, Figma, SH Figuarts, or even Lego, right now this is the best 2B action figure we have. So if you're a collector or simply a fan of NIER Automata 2B, definitely pick this up. But if you're a posable 2B, you might just be 50-50 and this one. Alright, I'm building a custom 2B doll in the future, and that's what I'm trying to do. So if you guys want to follow, this is what she may look like, and subscribe and see how that build goes. Yeah? Alright, have a good day.